We're in the storage unit literally in the middle of nowhere, right? Yeah. There's farms around us and stuff. I actually don't understand why this is here, but we only got this unit for $211. We're gonna move fast. We're gonna get this in the trailer, take it home, go through it with you guys. And I got my Jaws shirt on, so I'm feeling pretty excited about it.
And what's the reason why you bought this?
Right here, the rainbow. This thing is super expensive. This is the newer one, and this alone goes for 600 bucks. So I knew right there, right off the rip, we were making 3 times our money. We are back in the backyard, and we got the trailer packed full of that unit. The tail of the take, isn't that the thing in boxing, right? When you talk about the stats, 10 by 10, $211, 30 minutes to load, but we just literally threw everything in here. And I know for a fact that one item in here will pay for the entire unit. Saw it. I don't know if anybody else saw it, but I saw it. And it was sitting up front, and we put it up front just so we can talk about it because it's just that good. All right, first there are some not so good things. You just put a whole bunch of like this dirty linen in here, right? We'll call what, the Ghostbusters? No. We'll call the animal shelter to see if they want these. Sometimes they do, but they're pretty heavily stained. People say that, you know, they don't care, but then, oh dear. We found a deer head. The worst thing about this is that in South Carolina, you cannot sell the deer head. So we'll have to see if we can give it away. I know that we know people that like deer and deer heads. Us, not that great, but so let's go ahead and jump right in. I can tell you that already this stuff is pretty heavily stained when it comes to the clothing. Now we did notice there was, yes, that's not so good there. There were a lot of purses in here, right? Mm-hmm. So this purse right here, and this was a unit that was outside. It was not climate controlled. What is that thing?
That's a lighter.
A lighter? Mm-hmm. Really? I have never, no, that ain't a lighter. What are you lighting with it? Whoa, did you see it?
Yeah.
Oh, it died. And it only had one piece of juice left. Yep. What are you lighting with that?
Like a candle.
No. That's the neatest thing I've ever seen. Is that new? Is that what the kids are buying nowadays? How did you know that? All right, this lighter, this purse has not so much in it. Throw this stuff over here. There's a book bag we'll go through here in a second. And then in here, I'm seeing just random stuff.
Is that a Bible?
That is a Bible. So we'll go ahead and give all of the Bibles away like we always do. They always end up in our booth. But if you need a Bible, and we can send one to you, we'll do that too. Somebody did mention that, and I told them to send a message on Facebook, but we never got that message on Facebook. Is that $1?
That is $1.
Hey, that's actually $1.
I got $1.
I got $1. I got $1 too. Hey. Birds are chirping. Look at that little vulture up there, spreading his wings. Is he trying to like threaten me? You want to fight, vulture? Actually, I think that they dry their wings off so they can fly. I don't know if that's true or not, but I watch them every morning. They're my friends now. My turkey friends. All right. Oh, wow. Yeah, let's come over here to this is like heavy.
No idea.
Yeah, look at this.
Look like.
It's got some Advil. And like, there's no way. Is that real silver? All right, see what type of, okay. That is not silver. I can tell by 1979. No, that's just a quarter. And then you have a Buffalo nickel. This says Silver Eagle certificate. 1986. Is that real? Yeah, that looks like, if that's real, that's actually probably worth some decent money, right? And then you have this stuff here. Man, this is a good way to start. Right, that feels like silver. This could be just like poured silver. We don't have a magnet. We need a magnet. Because there's another one right here. Silver. And then these right here are not silver. They're just $50 or $1 bills. See how they got the thing on the side? Mm-hmm. So these are not, this one looks a little bit older. No. But no, these right here, And there's some sort of something here, United States, something, I don't even know what that thing is. And then there's another $1. So we'll see if these are real silver or not. Actually, let's look that up real fast. I like silver. We actually had bought some silver and then I sold it because we kind of needed the money, to be honest with you. But see if this thing comes up. Okay, on eBay, 1989. This is a 1986. Crazy thing is 1986 is my birth year. Check that out. And it says it's certified, Silver Eagle certified. Man, it's like 170 to 300 bucks.
Dang.
That just paid for the entire unit. I'm assuming it's real. It says it's authenticated, but then again, who knows? But we'll look this stuff up. But if each one of these is worth, they're heavy, so that's what I'm thinking that they're real. But there is fake silver out there. You can buy fake silver.
Right.
So, I mean, that one looks silver. See how it's, oh, it sounds like silver. Let me keep throwing that down because it's probably worth money with more chips in it. But that is I
thought it was just gonna be like old makeup.
Yeah, that's wild. Man, and we got $1. Let's throw the $1 in here. This unit is off to a stellar start. I'll tell you that. And I bid on it. That was an amazing catch. Did you see that? Was that
like
on camera?
Spider-Man.
I was like Spider-Man there. All right. Excellent, excellent, excellent stuff. Anything, babe, how about
Anything
you?
else?
Yeah, how about you look in this and you tell me what you see? Because
I think we're good.
let me dump it out real quick. Just take a look.
Hey, these are cute.
Oh yeah, they're from Claire's little. Let's check out the old book bag here. It feels like it's clothing, but
Space junk.
space junk.
It's the claw.
It's the claw.
The claw decides who goes and stays.
Look at this thing.
Oh.
Harley Davidson.
Fat boy.
That's not nice to call me. I've been trying to lose weight. Why? I like my candy. It's got some damage to it. The license plate's gone, but we could probably still sell it on Whatnot for a couple bucks. Yeah. So, all right, you got something wrapped up here. What do we have? It's a trail cam. Man, if that thing works, we could use this trail cam here. I mean, we have cameras and stuff, and trail cams, oh, it's got a big old thing in it, see it? Trail cams aren't worth a ton of money. I mean, if you buy them new, some of them are worth some decent money, but a lot of times they're not worth a whole bunch, and then you have some sort of other little camera. This is pretty nice though.
Yeah.
This could probably Wi-Fi.
Oh, does that say Roku on it? On top?
Yeah, that's a Roku cam. Have you ever seen a Roku cam?
No.
Neither have I.
We'll have to test that out.
All right, check this little guy out.
Kendall and Kylie.
Do you know them?
They're the Kardashians.
Oh, huh. There's some hats I just pulled out of here. We'll look at those. There is a battery right here, and that is about it. There's slightly unscrupulous stuff in here. These cats all might, there's like random bullets everywhere. Like, these cats might be in jail. Just by what I'm looking at already. We ain't got to call the police yet, but there is some
There's
space.
another little pocket at the top.
There is some space junk in here, 100%. There is a pocket at the top. Yes, there is. And it has nothing in it. All right, well, that's not bad. Let's go take a look at these hats right here. These all brand new. No, that's got stuff on it. North Carolina with a deer head. Got an American flag. Low Country Comfort Company. Huh. Got another North Carolina hat. Brand new. These are all brand new. Another nice. Low Country hat, North Carolina. These are nice.
Yeah.
These will all end up on, that one's really nice.
That is nice.
They were 20 bucks at one point. Another Low Country hat. What does that say? Reckless Soul. And then we get a one with a duck. Hey, that's not too shabby right there. These are probably, we might be able to get maybe 10 bucks a piece. That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's probably 80 bucks in
we
hats.
can clean the ones that,
Yeah.
and we'll just take the sticker off and just say that they're Like new.
That, or you could probably, because it's not a whole bunch here, you could definitely tie ped in this one. Because that's the only one that's dirty. So,
Yeah.
man, all right. We're doing pretty good. We haven't had a good storage unit in a while.
Yeah.
So I'm a little jazzed
hyped
up
up.
right now. And we already found silver, hats, Bibles. What more can we find to make the day? This is the thing right here that we're going to talk about that I thought was going to pay for the unit already. But we already paid for the unit. So we're going to clean this stuff up, regroup, get back to it. So this is it. This is the whole reason why I bid on this unit, is that it was sitting in...
Dolly in the back of your Cub Cadet.
Dolly, what are you doing? She's just watching right now, but we're gonna put her to work because if you look, there are washers and dryers in there. And you actually told me to take the Dolly and I was like, nah, we're good. And turns out in the back of this thing, there was washers and dryers. So you were right. Is that why you brought it up? You were right.
Sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
This is the Rainbow SRX. This thing is super expensive. Now, you've seen me buy Rainbows before, like the older ones, and they usually sell for 150 bucks. That's what I thought this was gonna be worth. Well, we looked it up. This is the new model. This alone, if it works, and I'm assuming that it will, it glows blue. This isn't cracked. Yeah, it's wild looking. All this glows blue. Actually, what I'll do is if we test it out, I'll put a little clip in right now about how it looks when you turn it on. This goes for $600 without any attachments. So we're gonna go ahead and clean this thing up really, really well, but this is an amazing find. I can't believe that nobody else bid on this unit just because of this. And like I said before, this is, I mean, they had to buy this, so they had some money because this is an expensive vacuum cleaner. So I'm gonna put it over here. I'm not even gonna let it touch the ground because I don't want moisture. Well, it has water in it. So I guess it really wouldn't matter if moisture hits the bottom. You add water to it, little dear. What are you doing looking at me like that? All right, got some pictures here. I don't know what we're gonna do with that deer. We have some sort of vase and some more vase potteries. They are signed. Check it out. My dad's actually coming over and he does like to look up any type of pictures and artwork and stuff like that, so we'll save this. This is what the back looks like. That's suspicious.
The frames are nice.
They ripped the frame open. Look, it was taped. Well, let's rip this one open. Right? Is there anything in there? No, that's just the glass. I'm not feeling anything. Later on, we'll have to... There's a little...
Well, it
does have a slit where they could put stuff in, right? I think this unit's suspicious. Okay, I gotta do it. I know. People are like, why are you doing this? Because listen, the stuff that we've already found has determined they had money and they hid stuff, I think. So this has a little slit in it right here, thinking that they might have... People are like, you just ruined that entire thing. Well, listen, Linda.
Look at the bottom.
Like over here?
Yeah.
I'm thinking that they hid money. All right, nothing in here. False alarm. But because there is a safe in here also that we found that was hidden in the very, very back. And so we'll get to that. So I'm thinking we'll be looking through everything. All right. It's so crazy how many Dollar General boxes we find.
Yeah.
And people said at that one storage unit that we did, they said, oh, they don't sell those. And I was like, well, we found a whole bunch of them, so I don't know where they're getting these Dollar General boxes from. Okay, this looks like, maybe like kids' clothes, possibly. Maybe. Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's open one up real quick. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. They're not in very good condition. Usually we'll go through the kids' clothes and see if we can donate any. My mom usually does good with giving away the kids' clothes. So, but the bin alone, if you actually buy this bin at Uline, you know it's $60 to buy one of these bins. 60 bucks. You could probably put them online and sell them for $5 a piece. And we got another one. This one's much more heavy than that one. Much more heavy. They just rolled these closed so they could pack more in here. All this, again, it looks like it's all pretty, it doesn't stink. The smellometer right now is not smelly, right? Something's got some weight in here. No, it's just, I'm not understanding what I'm looking at. Are these like pajama bottoms?
That's what they look like.
Yeah.
Pajamas.
Just a whole bunch of pajamas. Yeah, it's just a ton. Now we'll look better at them, but that looks just like a ton of pajama bottoms. Huh. And in a $5 box. Probably actually a $10 box. There's a huge cobalt box right here, and she is super heavy. Uh-oh, we found a bug. Get out of here, bug. What is this? Is that just a... Oh, it's a book. Huh. What type of book is that? Open that bad boy up. It's like a book of paintings? It's just a book of art. Dad likes books, so he gets all the books. So he can come over and take a look at these. Some books of paintings can probably be worth some decent money because we have all of them, it appears to be. Pretty interesting stuff there, for sure. So we have that book, this one, and then those two. And we'll go ahead and see if they're worth anything. But we give all the books to Dad, and he does have his own eBay store called Z-Shore Sales. And so if you ever see a book that you like, it usually definitely goes to him. Now this right here, oh, this is the Xbox One. That thing's in rough condition, isn't it? It's the 500 gigabytes. 500 gigabytes. A lot of times we'll try to test these out if we can find all the cords. If we can't, we just sell them for parts. We don't even try to test them out. And you know, maybe for parts this might go for, I don't know, how old's the Xbox One? Pretty old. I don't know nothing about nothing. 20 bucks, 30 bucks. People are probably like, you're such an idiot. I have no idea, but we'll probably sell it for like $20 or $30. There's a sock. Who throws this shoe? We got some interesting, look at this picture. It's a peacock.
That's cool.
That is,
The leg is bent.
oh, it's okay. Just bend it back.
Bend it back.
Bend your leg back, buddy.
Help his foot.
Oh no, his foot's all messed up.
Help him.
And then he's like on carpet, right? That's pretty neat. It's gonna be fairly old.
Yeah, this reminds me of like the old carpets that used to be in the churches. Or the pews. The church pews? That looks like church pew carpet.
Oh, church pew carpet. All right, let's go ahead and get the cobalt box up here. You want to come up here or you want me to get it, bring it down there? Here we go. Because there is some decent tools in here that we've already seen. There's like half decent ones and half not so decent ones.
That was a peacock.
It's probably coming off of that thing. Does that make noise? All right. Nah, this is good. Okay, this one, my man went real hard on that and broke the top of it off. But you see what I'm seeing?
Ooh.
Bashisha.
Is that good?
I mean, that's probably worth 20 or 30 bucks. And then you have a Black & Decker right there.
Snakes.
This is the DW235G, if you guys were wondering what that was. And then you have another DeWalt. This one looks pretty good, actually. That's not too bad. Then we got, I can actually use this when I'm on the old,
Oh, yeah.
the old Cub Cadet.
Oh, Cub.
Because my ones are ones for shooting and they're not that great. Man, that one's nice. I think this is for drywall stuff. This is actually really nice. This would be a, yeah, I bet you this is worth like 50 bucks, I would think. And then what is this? There's an input-output thing. You got another one here that it's just missing that black piece on the front, but that could be worth another 20. You got Ultra Steel. I don't know nothing about that. And then you have down here, this looks like another Porter cable. It's probably worth 10 bucks, 20 bucks. And then you have a whole bunch of snakes on a plane. You do have, it looks like little chargers, which is pretty nice. That's not bad.
Makita.
That always reminds me, this name brand reminds me of Wakita, then it reminds me of the movie Twister, and then I want to watch it. That's how my brain works. And then inside of here, there's a battery, there's some caulk. What is this big bad boy here?
What is that?
Oh, it's a fall protector. This we would never sell. That's just like high liability stuff. This would be like a, when you're working, if you fall, this thing catches. It's like a big seatbelt. It's like a big seatbelt for people climbing stuff. All right, so that right there, I mean, you probably got over 100 and some bucks just in power tools. This is yeah, he was a sheetrock guy. You know what this does? You shove that under a piece of sheetrock, you step on it, it holds it in place, and it helps you drill. I used to work sheetrock. I used to build houses. I could build a house. I don't know if it'd be level. Oh, deer. Daniel the deer. That's what we could call him. All right. Now, this bin did not come in here, right? This bin, we threw stuff in.
Did throw stuff in there.
We threw stuff in this bin.
It's hard to tell me what's in here.
Yeah, we were just moving. I mean, 30 minutes to load this entire thing. We were hustling and bustling. Now, these are some clothing items. I don't know, what is this? The studio? 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 I have no idea. It's hard to kind of go through clothing when it looks like this on camera. There's like a pillow down here. There's like one of these that would be like a dream catcher. I think there's a train in here. I can hear that. This guy is seeing, oh, why is there a slit in there? What?
There's something in it. I heard it.
No, it's just this.
Nah.
That's this.
Oh. It sounded like a baggie.
She has the craziest, because it scares me every time. Every time she does it, I get scared. I'm like, what? What's going on? She's like, oh, I saw a dog. What? Oh, we hit a speed bump and I got scared. Oh, okay. These are actually really nice to have. This will go in the shop. Wood and nails. It's like a little demolition tool, real nice. And then the DeWalt, that'll be a keeper too. These things you go to the store, I mean, they're like 20, 30 bucks nowadays. I don't think there's anything else in here, is there? Just a whole bunch of clothing. All right, Daniel, you got to be evicted, buddy. Excuse me, bud. I mean,
is that his name?
Yeah,
Daniel?
Daniel
the deer?
Daniel the deer. Like I said, we can't, it's not illegal to own one of these or anything, but you can't sell them in South Carolina because the antler is attached to its head. Now, I don't understand it.
He's seen better days.
He's seen better days. So we'll figure out how we can get rid of this. If we can't sell it or can't get rid of it or whatever, we'll get the proper authorities involved on what we're going to do with that thing. My dad might want it. He might put it, his head collection.
That would
there you go, Dad.
head collection.
Your head collection. Right here, DeWalt Power Stack. That is a really nice battery. That battery alone is probably worth, what, 30, 40, 50 bucks? Something like that. And then here, you have a really old Bible. Check that out. Fleetwood's Life. I think that's their last name. No. What am I looking at? That's an old Bible right there.
Is it a Bible?
I don't know, actually. The History of Life of Jesus Christ. It's not a Bible. It's a book.
Huh.
That's
an old book.
Yeah, it is an old book. What type of year are we looking at here? That rhymed. So it's got to be true. 1869. That's an old book. It was written by Reverend John Fleetwood. Huh. Very neat. That's cool. We'll definitely look that up. I think we probably have an iPad here. I'm assuming. It's actually not cracked.
Mm-mm.
Is that an iPad?
Is it?
Yeah, that's just the case, I think, is cracked. Is that the old iPad or is this like a Samsung? Who knows? I'll break it for sure. iPad. These usually, you can't uncrack them. Like once they're like have the person's name and stuff and connected. Yeah, there's clouds involved. There's a storm. There's lightning. I never understood any of it. Here looks like maybe, I have no idea what this is.
They probably
this is newlyweds.
No, they probably were invited to be a
groomsman.
Groomsman, yeah.
Yeah. That's a nice little wallet though.
Yeah.
And then you got a little keychain. Yeah, that's actually pretty nice. That's all sellable stuff for us or giveaways on whatnot. Let's go down here real quick to this. This is a fairly nice DeWalt Sawzall. DW938 DeWalt. Looks pretty good. And then this bin, this bin did come in here. We only threw stuff in, I think, in 1 or 2 bins that we had. This just looks like a lot of clothes. What type of jeans are these? These look like VIP. Very important pants. Get it? That was pretty good. That was off the rip too. All right, we got Maurice's. This is just a bag or box of jeans, like a lot of them. Like hundreds of thousands of dollars in jeans. Just kidding.
And I'll go through them.
This one's new.
Oh, that one's brand new. Yeah.
What is that? I can't tell. What are these?
Ross's.
These are somethings. All right. Yeah, that's just jeans. We got jeans for days here. That's a lot of jeans. I'm not seeing anything like Levi's or anything. This is pretty sweet right here. And then after this, we'll regroup and clean up. Get that TV out of here. This is a steal of a deal. Get it? Steal. All right, this is the Steel SG20. So that can't be 20 gallons, is it? Oh yeah, there's 18 gallons right there, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
No, gotta be liters.
Probably.
20 gallons is huge.
It says L at the bottom.
I'm not very smart. I was like, 20 gallons, that'd be huge. Nobody can carry 20 gallons on their back. Just kidding, I can. That's simple to me. But this, we actually needed one of these for the house that we're in. This is a pump sprayer for your back. If this thing works, you just walk around and spray all your weeds. US gallons.
But then
Oh,
it says
it's
liters.
4 gallons. See, they fool you right there. But that's not bad. If this thing, action feels good. I hear some sort of suction maybe. What's inside of here? Just don't breathe it because it could be chemicals. It was definitely blue. Oh, it smells like weed killer. So, get me out of here. God, who opened that up in a trailer?
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that? These things are probably 150 bucks new. You could probably easily sell this for 20, 30 bucks, but she's going to be kept because we got some weeds. Look at that weed over there. But I'll tell you what, whoever cut this grass, whoo, son, that's like a professional. If you're not understanding what I'm saying, you got to watch our other channel called The Flip Squad. All right, what we're going to do is go ahead and clean this little bit up. We'll go over some stuff that we can move fairly quickly. Obviously, you see there's a broken stereo right here. There is actually looks like a brand new TV.
Yeah, we'll definitely test it out.
Yeah, we'll test this one out. This back here is just a big stereo. Whoa,
Ooh.
Watch yourself, TV. This is some sort of Century standby stereo. No idea. We'll take a look at that. That's an ice machine there. And then you do have just some pillows right here. So we're going to clean this mess up a little bit so we can get down to some of this other boxes. And there's a mattress because guess what? There's always a mattress. Dolly helped me check her out. This is a Kenmore washer. Now, there's change in there. It's about 35 cents. So, this looks like it may or may not work. It is missing some knobbage. Now, we had a lot of comments like, hey, why don't you guys scrap your metal? You could probably scrap this and probably get 35 cents for it. So, if it works, it's probably worth what, 50 bucks, 100 bucks? Without that knob, probably a little bit less because the knob's actually broken off. Maybe we can take it, no, can't take that knob off. But we'll see what we can do. We'll go ahead and put a value up of 35 cents for it. Just kidding, but 35 cents is pretty good. All right, this place is meant to be mine. Look, Genuine Ford Parts. It is a neon signage. Probably works from 2017. So that's pretty good right there. We'll go ahead and get this thing out of the way. I think there's a deer skin back here or something. What else we got in here? More clothes. So it looks like all these are most likely a whole bunch of clothes. Looks like there's towels in here. Oh, what is? Dude, you know what that is? This is a extended mag, 9mm, 30 round magazine. That's And actually, some states you can't have that. In this state, you can have whatever you want because it's South Carolina. But in some states, you can't have a mag over like 10. So a 9mm, might be some gunnage in here, might not be some gunnage in here. I'm seeing some interesting stuff like that and some of the other stuff we found. I mean, they possibly either skipped town or did something. This is a shirt, and it's a new shirt. It has a printed tag on it.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah, it's weird. But most of this is going to be kids' clothes, so they got the kids' clothes mixed with the gun parts. That's what I said. This one is going to be, we need to look in every nook. How'd they get that in there? Look, that's how I pack. That's how I packed when we left our house. Just threw everything in there and everything was just overflowing and stuff.
No, it was not.
We have a heater. Check it out.
With a marker inside. Don't
Heater,
turn it on.
don't turn it on. That thing will catch on fire in a heartbeat. What do we got down here? Oh, you know that you're heavy. So we'll just grab this out of here first. Then we'll try to work around that. Got some
Crocs in box.
Crocs in a box. We got old Crocs in a box. That's a good one. I'm not.
It's actually in a bag, but.
Yeah, but it was in a box at one point.
Ooh, that looks rough.
I'm not understanding what I'm looking at here. West Champions? What's the front look like? NBA All-Star? This is older. It's definitely rough, but we'll have to look this up. Kobe Bryant, Los Angeles, Magic Johnson. I'm not seeing a date. It says Mitchell and Ness. This is the real. This is a nice jersey. I'll tell you that because it has the embroideries. Yeah, we'll go ahead and see how much it's worth. We could. I mean, it's got stains on it. It's actually got some stuff back here that's lost its color. But if it's worth a ton of money, then it's still probably worth some decent money. Ah, this thing's nice. You can plug everything in. You and your friends. Is that a bug in there? What is that? No, it's just a piece of fuzz. Piece of fuzz.
Is that just a...
This should have been turned in probably to like a cable company. It's a Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi, mesh Wi-Fi. So maybe there's some sports memorabilia in here. Got Galatians 5:2, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such is no law. There you go.
First.
And then you got this guy. I don't know who that is. He drove from Texaco. And wine, there's wisdom. Is that true? Probably not. Alrighty, there is a mattress here. There's always a mattress. Blow-up bed. This is deer skin. Like a hide to deer.
It's gotta be the deer.
Gotta be the same deer.
head.
This is David. This is nice. That's a, it's so funny because in our one bathroom, what's it bent?
Oh, wow.
It's not bent, is it?
Like the top. There you go.
Fixed it. I'm a fixer of things. There's something heavy in the bottom of this. I'll tell you that right now. This right here is a baton. No. Hold on a second. What does that say?
It's made in USA.
It's a baton. I thought it was. That's like an ass baton. But it says it's automatic. It must have a spring in it or something. No, that's easy. They use a police? No.
No.
Police didn't use the ones with the rubber on the top. I don't know what that is. That's crazy. And this one has a button, which is weird.
Let's see.
That thing's nice though. Yeah, that's interesting. That's these could be worth some decent money. I know the ones that police carry. They're not cheap. I'm seeing a whole bunch of clothes in here. More clothes.
Oh, some of them look really nice.
Yeah, some are nice clothes. Well, these are the ones that were hung up, it looks like. Again, so you have some sort of weaponry mixed with clothing. Yeah, what are these like right here? Are they like little dresses or?
I think that's a shirt.
Yeah, that's a nice shirt. And the smell of these, you wouldn't believe it, is not bad. I mean, it is humid today. You can tell because there's sweat running down my face at 7 o'clock in the morning. And it doesn't stink in here. I'm fairly impressed by, it's almost like a neutral scent. And however that's possible, I don't know. But these clothes are good. We'll definitely look through these 100%, see what we can find. Dream Catcher Buffalo. White buffalo.
That's pretty.
That is pretty. That's a pretty buffalo. And back here, you can probably just zoom in on it. There is a Kenmore dryer. Again, missing all of its buttons. Not understanding where all the buttons went. Button, who's got the buttons? This just collapsed on itself. Oh, what is this? This is that like a real chicken. Rooster?
Rooster? Chicken?
Is it a head cut? No, it's a slipper. That's 100% a slipper.
No, that's a basket.
Oh, a basket?
It's like an Easter basket.
I thought it was a slipper. All right, this in here, it's not good. This is, just look at my face. It's spices and some other stuff. There's ramen noodles and white cheddar. Shake your popcorn mix. All right, that's all that's in that box. So in here looks like just a lot of kitchenware. These are actually, them spoons down there are pretty nice. I'm not seeing anything of value. Like they're really rough. And we did learn that if any of the non-stick is scraped up at all, you should not eat on it. So a lot of this stuff you have to throw away because it's unsafe. I know a lot of people are like, donate to people. How are you gonna donate unsafe stuff to people? That is just wrong. This right here, oh, we got new plugins. Febreze plugins, those things, that's like a $20 value right there. Yeah. This one's brand new because it still has the thing on it. So in here, that's all look what we're working with here is just some really beat up looking kitchen stuff. We're gonna move to the one with the doll in it because that looks pretty interesting. Hair, I'm guessing that's your hair. Did somebody cut your hair off? No, that's not your hair. That's somebody else's hair. That's somebody else's hair. Huh, got a doll. And then you have hair. And then we have, this is Simply Southern right here. Yeah, all the, pretty rough. Pretty rough, yeah. You're gonna go through all the clothing to see exactly what we can sell and what we can, I mean, some of it's brand new, most of it is used. There's a wallet. Nice wallet. Check that out here in a second. And just more clothes. Let's go ahead and check the wallet out. Looks like it's tooled leather. Has like a rooster on it, so they must have been rooster fans. There's nothing in it. No, but it is leather.
Yeah.
It's in good condition for what it is. I mean, there's a little bit of wear right there.
It's falling apart.
I mean, not really, kinda.
Right there.
Oh, it's falling apart right there, yeah. Well, that's cool looking though. We'll see if we can, yeah, it's all war. Just kidding, but it's a nice looking wallet, or it was at one point. We're gonna go ahead and, I guess we can come in here real quick because this stuff right here is just the heater. Whoa, speaker. Here's another heater. These are the big boy heaters right there. Check that out. Then you have these speakers, Sony speakers. You got one, you got two, you got three. So many Sony speakers, I don't know what to do. And then you have another heater there, but we'll get through that. We'll go ahead and clean this up. We'll probably move the dryer out also. And then even maybe this. This is a very nice TV stand. So we'll go ahead and move this out, and if people can use this, we might try to sell it, donate it. If you go buy this at the Walmart right now, that's 150 bucks easy. So if we get 50 bucks for it on Marketplace, that ain't too shabby. As you can tell, we've cleaned up. It's getting nice in here. I might take a nap.
Ew.
Probably not. Here we go. Here is a very nice Honeywell heater. Oh, that might work. That thing is super nice. I've never used one of these heaters before, but I guarantee that they're pretty nice. You're not supposed, I didn't know this as a young lad. You're not supposed to plug these into any type of surge protector. Did you know that? They'll catch fire.
You told me that, yeah.
Yeah, I just always thought it was cool, so I share it with everybody. I don't even know if it's true, but I think it's true. So, I got some notebooks in here. Some 5-star, oh, JL Audio, 500 watt. Man, this is how I used to do it in high school. Just cut things and put this on that and then just stick them together to see if I blew the fuses. Is this mine? Yeah, probably. Nice. This is probably worth, I don't know, 500 watts, not a whole bunch, maybe 50 to 60 bucks, maybe a little bit more. We have Toy Story. We have the New Testament. It's not bad. The Life Recovery Bible right here. Got some stuff in it. There's some envelopes. They're empty. Have we ever found money in a wallet? I mean, in a Bible? I always forget. One time. What is this big old jacket? She's a big boy. What do you got going on here, Mr. Jacket? Where's your face at? Lucky Brand. Check this out. That's actually a nice jacket.
That is nice.
Lucky Brand jacket. Just
Yeah.
wash it, yeah. It's actually got a lot of pollen on it. Yeah, it's a Nike. And then you got an older Champion there. Is that, I don't think it's reverse weave. No, not reverse weave. And then these, see how frayed they are and stuff? They got the little hang-em-ons. That's not all that good. This is nice.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll find some hunting gear in here. This is a Real Tree jacket. Super, super nice.
What size is that?
What size is that?
Medium?
Size medium. Yeah. That thing is really, really nice. And again, the clothing smells fairly good. Okay, this is that high-end brand. Remember that high-end brand that we got? That was the wallet? Mm-hmm. That's that. That's got to be fake, though.
Yeah.
I would assume. It's also falling apart and everything. And then you have just some jeans right there and a blanket, and that is everything in that box. But some of those jackets might be worth probably 20 or 30 bucks. This right here, we were talking that we needed a chainsaw on the other channel. I think that this is a chainsaw. I don't think it's a good chainsaw though. Homie light? Nah. Ooh. That chainsaw, I've seen better days. That chainsaw is rough.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's not running anymore. We'll cover that up, pretend like we didn't see it. Go over there, Mr. Chainsaw. Little NASCAR thing, Tide. That's what that mattress needs behind me, is some Tide on it, because she is looking rough. Got a cleaning wand here with some bristles. That's pretty nice. There's another picture here that has the back ripped off of it. You can't tell me that they didn't skip town and they were hiding stuff. We've done a lot of storage units and we've never seen that before in our entire life. A box of DVDs. And what is that? Oh, did you ever watch Demolition Man? Ever seen that movie?
He looks familiar.
Well, yeah, he was back in the 90s.
I
think he
No, I watched him in that other movie. What's it called?
I don't know. But yeah, that's a pretty good movie. What is this? This might be some movie that's worth some decent money, because any type of weird, scary, like B film movie that's on VHS can be worth some money. I don't even know I have no idea. But we'll definitely look that thing up. Everything else in there looks like just DVDs and whatnots and stuff. This box is unusually heavy for some reason. Hair curlers, hair stuff. You have a hair thing to shave your head, and a brush. So this one right here is going to be from Pinehurst. They were like a runner-up maybe in golf. Pretty neat. Check that out. And there's some Spam in here. That's cool. Spam and golfing and an Xbox 360 game. The unit has taken a turn, folks. We started real strong. Really strong, and it's looking like that. Look, the zipper's broken. Well, how do you get in it? Wow, I'm strong. I need to stop lifting weights. Did you see that? I just disintegrated metal. There's nothing in here. Nothing, just a fanny pack with bad zippers. And there's a Roku and some baggies with nothing in them. Maybe they sell Legos. Remember? People said that, hey, I sell Legos with those baggies. Yep. All right, what do we have here that's being worked on? This looks like our garage at any given moment. This is a Mustang, and all its pieces are gone. This would be, look at it. She has seen better days. You would think like, hey, maybe it's supposed to look like that. No. Went to a chop shop. That ain't that good. You have this is from Walmart. That's nice. Some of those, Probably not worth a whole bunch here. Lady Rye, maybe they owned a Mustang, because that's the thing that goes on. You got a belt in here, and that's about it. So what is going on? We start off with silver, started off with good tools, but we got a lot to go for sure. We got some more clothing here. Something's also heavy in this thing. It can't be the clothing that's heavy, you think? All right, you got a little fanny pack here. Something in this fanny pack. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, we got certified Gucci. They are some certified Gucci glasses, so you can wear those later on. Wear them up to the local pizza shop and say, hey, Gucci's here. That echoes. There's pants and clothes and stuff. That's all I'm seeing. I'm not seeing anything of real value here other than, like I said, we will go through all this stuff. But the jeans themselves, I'm not seeing like super high-end brands, right? Like Route 66. Ain't that from JCPenney? I feel like I bought some Route 66 from JCPenney at one time. Almost positive. What is this box? There are clothes everywhere in here. This is really weird looking. Hold on, I'll get some stuff out for you to take a look at. You just take a look at Narnia real fast. And then you have this bag right here that is full of socks. And they're used socks. That's the only one. Let me touch my face right after I pick that up. The only one that has smelled absolutely terrible. We're gonna go ahead and grab a couple more items and probably end this video. Again, we don't like our videos getting super, super long. I'm just seeing a whole bunch of clothes here, right? So the first part of this video wasn't too shabby though. I mean, you're talking all the tools, you're talking Daniel the deer, which we can't do nothing with. You're also talking the silver dollars. Remember in the next part, this is super heavy. What is in this? In the next part, there's definitely gonna be the safe. The safe is in here. This is like ridiculously heavy. And it ain't just purses. Oh, it's a whole bunch of liquid. That's where the weight is. It's like spray good stuff. Spray good that makes no sense. It's some smell good stuff. I don't know what that thing is. Looks pretty suspicious if you ask me. And then you have just, like there's no, I mean, if you take a look in there, what is that?
Here, take this out. This is...
What is this? I don't know what that is.
Igloo.
Hey, Glue, what are you doing? It's not even warm outside. I'm sweating. The humidity is super high today. Yeah, this is not, there's a lot of change in here though. If you look at the bottom, oh, what is that? Stainless steel. Get off of there. Huh. Ohio Forge. That's pretty interesting. I'll have to grab that. Are they AirPods? No, not AirPods. Vivitar. And then this one has a ton of change in it. There's a wheat penny right there. You know that wheat penny could be worth, you gotta check your change. Everybody tells me, check your change. That wheat penny could be worth $400 million. Because there are some wheat pennies out there that are worth that much money. We got Lysol. We don't need this quite yet, but I might go spray it on the old box spring. The box spring looks this bad. You should see the mattress. The mattress is the worst looking mattress I've ever seen, right? I mean, it is bad. All right, this one.
It's a nebulizer.
Nebulizer thingy, okay. That has some weight. That might be the weight I'm feeling. I'm not seeing anything in here. This is a purse that just is not what you want, really. I feel like I just stepped back 10 years ago when I was a cop on that one. This one is also super heavy. It's a nice looking purse though.
Nicole Lee.
Nicole Lee. We've sold Nicole Lee before, haven't we?
And it's an Apple Watch.
Here's an
Those
Apple.
are also hard to sell.
Yeah, we sold Apple Watches and they were immediately returned because of, they were locked, right? So, and then here's a whole bunch of cell phones. But if you look in this purse, I mean, there's just tons of stuff. We'll go through it. I want to go through it kind of gently because I don't want to shove my hand in here, but I'm not seeing anything that is like sticking out in my brain as hurry up and grab me and show the camera. And then we'll go ahead and unzip this. What do you think's in here? Just some makeup. Yep.
That's better than what I thought it was going to be.
Well, yeah, it's been a kind of tough unit. Although I think that we did so far super good. There's a counter down below saying exactly how much it is for $211. I think this was a steal of a deal so far. So we're gonna go ahead and clean everything up, start video number 2. And if you want to follow us on our other channel called the Flip Squad, showing exactly how we sell that stuff, that link's down below. Remember also that we're on Facebook and that we're also on eBay and whatnot. All those links down below. I do appreciate everybody watching. Remember, not subscribe, comment down below, like the video. You know I'll always get you on the next one. What a good storage unit that we just did. That ain't too shabby. We did go ahead and pick up stuff from our P.O. Box. If you wanted to know, we get a lot of comments about what our new P.O. Box is. It is P.O. Box 276, Laura, South Carolina, 29569. LaMonica sent us a $100 gift card from the Home Depot. Thank you so much for housewarming. Super sweet. Thank you so much, LaMonica. Also, you already opened this one. This one is from Stephanie, correct? Yeah. And look how much Stephanie sent you. This is a ton of beads and charms and just mass quantities of that stuff. It's so full. It's coming out of the thing on the top. You said you really like those. You already looked through them.
All of it, yeah.
That is some amazing stuff. And this one right here is from Pile. Did you already look at this one?
I didn't fully open that one.
Willow, Mom, and Dad. Kayla actually goes and gets all this stuff, and I don't actually see this until we turn the camera on. Oh, look, there's a cat. Did you see the cat?
I did.
Look.
Show their cat.
That's a cute cat. That is super cool. And we got a whole bunch.
These match the kitchen.
These right here match the kitchen? Oh, very nice. Stuff for the house. Love it. This is a little toy.
Yeah, for Willow.
Super cute. She'll love that flamingo. And then, did you look inside of this?
I did not. I looked because look at the box.
Yeah.
And it said fragile on it, so I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't broke.
The box did get heavily damaged. And who is this from?
Pie.
Pie?
Boldish.
So I'm going to go ahead and say your name is Pie because I have... Whoa! Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
That will be going up in the closet for sure.
What is that? Is that...
Looks like
Anchor Hawking.
Anchor Hawking, yeah.
Nice.
There's a whole bunch of them in here. Oh, wow. Look at this
They
one.
packed it very well because it did not break.
Check that thing out.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That is super pretty. Yeah, y'all packed that wonderfully because your box took the USPS hit right here. That's a throw. They just chucked it across the thing. Well, we do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Again, not necessary to send us stuff, but we really do appreciate everybody that does. Thank you so much. And again, we do appreciate everybody watching. We'll catch you on the next one.